All right, guys. In our second lesson, we're going to learn how to make a business card. And I'm not sure how many business cards you have received before, but let's actually take a look at what a business card looks like by giving it a search on the internet. And honestly, there are all kinds of business cards, but they provide the basic information: your name, who you are, which company you work for, how to find you, basically, right? So, uh, phone number, email, address, um, and other information that may be needed, like a website that would help people to um, be able to reach out to you, contact you if needed, right? So today we're gonna actually design a really simple business card for a piano teacher, for example, and put some basic information there. And hopefully, you can also make a business card for yourself or for your parents, because you may not actually have a job, so it might be harder for you to actually find a theme for you to work with. Okay, so we're gonna actually search for piano PNG. Wow. Okay. These are actually better than what I expected. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, Mr. Yang, I can actually go to Canva and when I open a new project, I can import some elements in there, right? Uh, you are correct. But the thing is that some of the elements you need to pay for them. Otherwise, they will have watermarks. So if you want it to look nice and you want to have variety, you can actually search for piano PNG and you can find a lot of things here. Okay, we're gonna actually use this. Actually looks really nice. If it's PNG, we're gonna definitely use it. Okay, so let's search for business card on Canva. I think Canva has at least a blank card that we can use. Reason why we're using a blank card is because, well, the dimension, the aspect ratio is already set for us, right? Like the last project, we can use something that actually has a font for us that we can get an idea of, and we don't have to use it. I actually don't like this as much. So, all right, we don't. I don't have to like it, but let's see. Oh, I like this font, for example. I also like this font, which is just Times New Roman. So we're gonna actually add a new page. I'll start a new page. I actually want just the white background. Um, if you're starting, you have no idea what to do, use white background. Okay, no need to be really overly fancy. This looks really nice. This is a PNG. Wow, this is nicer than I expected it to be. Now, as you see, this actually really takes a lot of space. How are we gonna actually be able to actually fit words in here? I don't know. But what one thing we can do is we can actually, let's see, two different effects on it. Let's see, adjust. Yeah, we can adjust the different things to actually make it blurry or actually make it a little bit less visible from transparency here. Okay, that's the option there. Okay, so we're gonna actually stay with this transparency for now. We're gonna actually use these fonts, Volcorn font. Okay, so you can experiment with different fonts. I like just boring fonts just because, well, I don't have to try everything. I can just look at what I like and we'll settle with that. Okay. So maybe I can actually design two of them because it's actually not that difficult. A few things you need to notice is that there's something called hierarchy in design um, that you should know. Basically, what it means is that more important information should be bigger, less important information should be smaller, so your eyes know where to look. So we're gonna actually do a business card um, for let's just say Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, piano teacher, not to be confused with another Zuckerberg. Okay. Anyways, I like how it's spelled, so we're gonna actually stick with that. Now we can actually change this, okay, to another font and to contrast with the rest of the fonts. So once again, borrowing fonts here. Uh, you want to align exactly, okay? You don't want something zigzaggy. unless it's extremely intentional. Okay, so we're gonna say piano instructor. We're gonna actually type out everything first. And piano instructor, phone number is 416-555-1515. Okay. Don't call this number. It's not my actual number. Okay. Mark at pianoman.com. All right. And then let me see here. What else do we need? Okay, address. Yeah, because you need to come to me for piano lessons, right? So 1 John Street. Okay, Toronto, Ontario. Okay, M1, M2V2. All right. Do we need a website? Yeah, we need a website. Mark the Piano Man. Oh, pianoman.com. All right. Let's make it look like an actual website. Enlarge the text box and um, yeah, and then I would say, okay, beginners or adult students are welcome. All right. And there you go. That's all our information now. But if I'm finished with this, what you notice is that while all the fonts are the same size, the line space is terrible and it doesn't look really, really refined. And that's exactly what I was talking about hierarchy. Now, so obviously the underline is not going to show, so don't worry about it. But it's not aesthetically as pleasing as what you would like to be. And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Now, so what we're going to do is I'm going to actually make a copy of this text box and then you'll see why. Okay. So I'm going to copy and paste. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm actually um, separating all these information into separate text boxes. Okay. So once again, copy paste. And then I'm going to put the phone number and email address in one text box right here. And now, how to reach me, or in this case, Mark, it's actually an important piece of information. So electing to, oh, I'm electing to making it a little bit bigger than other information. Okay. So let's take a look. So this is 8.6. I'm gonna actually put it at 7, maybe. Okay. And since they're both contact information, I'm just gonna put them on one together. Now I can actually make just this line slightly bigger, right? So that's good. It doesn't look really out of place, but the phone number is bigger because that's how you prefer to be contacted, right? And then okay, copy and paste, and then I'm going to delete everything but the section that I want. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm actually making different sections out of the content that I created. So this is the address. Really, the address is really what you're going to use to actually come to me if we really confirm that you like me as a person and you want me to teach you piano, but it's not really something you really need to know unless you're really coming to me for a piano class, right? So the last thing is beginner or adults are welcome. That's good. I can, so I'm just removing the text box of everything else that I don't want. Okay, like so. Now, now I can make it same as number 6, honestly. Okay, and I'm trying to actually make the space similar between different sections. Okay, okay, all right, like so. All right. Now, but you know what? It's kind of boring for the fonts to be the same. So rather than that, I can actually use a different font for the name. So it will actually pop out a little bit more even, like so, right? See, there we go. There we go. Now, the piano instructor kind of sticks out like a sore thumb because the same section but different font. So I'm just going to use the same font, see what happens. And that looks good. So there we go. There we have a business card. Okay. And I can delete this page because, well, it was just for me to actually steal a font from. So that looks pretty good. Now, let's have a second one because it's so fun, right? So second one, you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna just copy everything. Wow. But then we're gonna actually lose this. Now, I'm gonna actually make it point to the right. Um, Perfect. And what I'm gonna do, okay, I'm just gonna have something a little bit more fancy or classical. Okay, classical. So remember the piano PNG? We can actually use this, an actual grand piano. Now, I don't like this because the piano is facing outside, right? It's not facing the elements here. Or maybe you like it like that, but I wanted to face myself. So I'm gonna actually flip it horizontally. There. I like how the animation actually shows exactly how it's flipped. There. Okay. So that's actually one of the ways that we can actually create a business card. Now you have a second business card. If you don't want it to be that literal, what about this? I'm gonna click Control A to select all, copy, Control C, and then Control V, paste it. Now I wanted something really minimalistic. Piano key PNG. All right, piano key. Really no need for something fancy. This this will work. This will work. All right, and then we're gonna flip it this way. Oh, sorry. 90 degrees. Expand it a little bit more. There. Yeah, that's it. You can actually do it like that too. I just want to make sure that the space on the right is not too much compared to the space on the left. Obviously, we can move the piano a little bit closer, but there are different ways to doing this. So we have 3 different designs that you can choose, whichever suits your desire a little bit more. Um, you only need to design one, and you only need to design one side. And you don't have to do a piano instructor. So if your dad is a plumber, do a plumber. And if your mom is an accountant, you can do an accountant as well, right? Um, and I would say for the name, you can actually choose cursive. You can choose um, sans serif if you want. And then for the contact information and other information, you can choose another style of font, but try not to use more than 2. Just use 2 or stick with 1. All right, guys. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy. I'm looking forward to seeing your business card designs, and I will attach my finished work in the package in the course in material, so you can actually take a look and get some ideas and inspirations. Okay. And lastly, if you're designing a business card, you can always learn from others, right? Business card, plumber, for example. Okay. Business card, plumber. And guess what? Learn how a plumber business card looks like. Water, tools. That's the theme, right? Well, do that, right? Oh, this is the pipe, right? Do that, right? Accountant, for example, right? Accountant. How does an accountant's business card look like? Whoa, that looks like a calculator. That's really catchy. Wow, I didn't even think about that. I mean, accounting is not about calculating, but that's interesting, right? This is also interesting. I can actually design a business card like that. I just create a square in the middle in black and another square behind the black square rectangle, sorry, behind it to create that kind of effect, right? It's pretty simple. And just put some business tools or like an office desk background in the back. that actually looks pretty simple. We can actually do that quickly. Um, business table, office table, for example. Office desk. Sorry, office desk photography. No, I don't want an entire desk. Photography. Mm, accountant. Maybe this. Yep. Okay. Anyways, I copied the other one already. All right. So we can just use a snippet of it as a background like this. This is just background, right? Perfect. And then I go to elements and I will insert a shape that is free elements to use. And I'm gonna actually make it white. White. And I'm gonna insert another one that is a little bit narrower. Stretch it across. And I'm gonna actually make it black. That's it. Okay. And then I'm gonna actually use this font that I used in black. And I'm gonna make it white. White right here. And I'm gonna make Mark Zuckerberg an accountant. Okay. So, oh, that's in the middle. Perfect. And maybe I want you to go. Oh, I don't want that to go up. I want the word to go up a little bit. Senior accountant. All right. Obviously, I don't want it to be that big. I want it to be small and probably not bold as well. Maybe another font. I don't know. Choosing font is could be a long journey. So have fun choosing all these fonts. Just gonna choose something. Oh, I have to pay to actually use this font, and that's okay. I don't have to use all the fonts. I just need to find fonts that will fit into what I'm looking for. Oh, that looks good. That looks good to me. Um, something simple. Wow. We're only scratching the surface of this thing because wow, there are a lot of fonts down there. Okay. Anyway, so that looks good. And center this. Okay, I centered it, kind of. Try centering again. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna actually go to elements again, insert another one. And right now I actually want to use something to form a separation. Okay, right in the middle. We can do that. Okay, and in white, just to make it simple. There you go. I mean, obviously we can put the phone number, email address, whatnot here. But that's actually how I use the idea of that accountant business card and turn it into mine, right? If you don't like the background, you can choose another one. I just thought that some of the business element in the background would pop a little bit. I was hoping it to pop a little bit, but I can see the tie, the shirt, the calculator, and the paper on the table. I think that's pretty good, right? So different ideas can be used. You don't have to copy exactly, and you shouldn't copy exactly from another business card. But there are plenty of business cards to go around for you to get some inspirations from, right? And hopefully, I inspire you to create your own business card. Let me know how it looks, and I'm looking forward to seeing your work in your submission.